Hey, what's up everybody? Today we're playing Superstar JYP and Superstar STAYC. Gonna be going over the July 25th, 2024 updates, and I know this video is extremely late. I was at KCON LA 2024 this past weekend, so I do have some awesome videos, as well as maybe potentially a vlog that I would like to upload, but that is gonna be later on in the week because I came back and basically had to go to work right away. So thankfully not too much to talk about in terms of the update. Let's go ahead and hop on into Superstar JYP, and like the nice thing about this week, basically for both games, if not all Superstar games, is that it's really nothing too crazy going on, no events. It's mainly just new limited themes as well as some like restocks and stuff like that. So starting off with Superstar JYP, we have two new limited themes. The first one is going to be Stray Kids Chick Chick Boom, which is their new song off of their new album 8, which is actually pretty good. I was listening to it basically while I was at KCON because some places were actually just playing it just normally. So really good album. So let's go ahead and take a look at the banner really quick. Now remember that Stray Kids is an 8-member group, so the limited period point reward is going to be an R-grade card selector. Again, R-grade card selector is really good for just rounding out your sets, making sure if you end up with like 7 of the 8 members, you can just use the selector, get that last member. And I don't mention this very often, but it is an R-grade, which is really helpful for helping you complete the score if you're trying to complete the mission event. But other than that, pretty standard stuff for an 8-member group, where there is going to be the R package where you'll get an R card and 2 A-grade cards for 590 diamonds, and then the A-grade card package, which is 150 diamonds, but you get only 1 A-grade card. And just as a reminder, these A-grade card packages are going to be the best when it comes to actually just collecting the set, rather than caring about finishing the mission event, because you will end up with more cards per diamonds, as opposed to the R package. The R package is mostly for if you want to complete the mission event and you need the score boost. Looking at the actual mission event here, so pretty standard stuff again. It's going to be mission 1 is where you clear the song, you get the scores, that's how you clear that one out. Mission 2 is for basically every single member that you collect that's A-grade or above, which is why that A-grade card package is pretty good. You will get some extra cards all the way up to 5 members, and then after that you'll just get regular S-grade cards, and then once you get all of the members, you get a premium pack 5. Mission 3 is more of like the casual mission, where in this case you have to obtain Stray Kids cards. And then mission 4, for completing all of the missions, you do get a Stray Kids wallpaper, which is always good. And then also the 8 signed CD raffle, where there will be 10 winners. Now, again, I'm usually really particular about this, but usually in the event details, they tell you if shipping is only available to addresses in Korea, and they don't say it here, but again, word of caution, they usually just throw it on at the very end. Shipping is only available to addresses in Korea after you've already won, so that feels kind of bad, but just keep that in mind that it's happened in the past before, and I wouldn't be surprised if it happens now. Alright, for the time being, let's go ahead and see who we got as our A-grade card. So our A-grade card is going to be Felix. Let's go. Let's go. I actually still got to figure out who my Stray Kids bias is, but something tells me that it might be Felix. Anyways, moving on into the second one, where we collect our B-grade card for having an A-grade card, we get IN. Okay, sounds good. So we did get 2 different members, which is really good for completing your collection book. Moving on to the next thing, we have Jihyo's new limited theme, Wishing on You. Now remember that Jihyo in this particular case is treated as a soloist, so there's only 3 cards to collect, and because of that, the limited period point reward is going to be an R-grade card, so that is going to be a random card. And again, my thing with the soloist banners is that you can basically pull as many times as you possibly can until you run out of resources, and then still potentially not have all of the cards, because it is completely random. There's absolutely no guarantees when it comes to this, but still expect to spend around 1,800 to 2,100 diamonds to complete the set. Now remember that soloists do have this card pack 30, and it takes about 9 to 10 pulls to get all of the cards, but they can be of any grade. They could all be C grade, maybe one will be R grade, maybe one will be A grade. So just keep that in mind if you're trying to complete the mission event. The card pack 30 is more so for collecting rather than actually completing the mission event, because you'd have to spend a ton of RP on that card pack 30. Moving on into the mission event, so again, pretty standard stuff in terms of the mission. Mission 1 is that. Mission 2 is as you collect the cards, you will get just random S-grade cards. So unfortunately, no additional ways to get the limited theme through Mission 2. Mission 3 is just powering up cards, and then for completing all of that, you do get this really nice high-res photo of Jihyo that actually looks really cool. Alright, so we do get 1 free A-grade card here. Now, just as a reminder, these are all aesthetics. Again, sometimes there's raffles just like there is for the Stray Kids one that's out right now. The Jihyo one is just going to be a wallpaper, but again, the wallpapers and the aesthetics of this game are kind of what make it fun. So if you really like that wallpaper, by all means, go for it. So for our free card, I got a vocal Jihyo. Let's go. Let's go, Jihyo with the vocals. We love it. And then we get a free S-grade card, but I'm going to worry about that later. Moving on into the next thing, we do have 2 restocks in terms of live themes. So the first one is going to be Twice's Ready to Be. Now, just as a reminder, live themes are going to be very important for if you're trying to rank, because they actually do affect your score. So if you want to buy into this either with diamonds or with dollars, that's totally up to you. Honestly, these are just incredibly expensive for what you get. And then as there are more groups, as there are more members, you end up spending more diamonds, because as far as I can remember, it's 250 diamonds flat per member, basically for any group. So this is a lot of diamonds right here. This is a lot of dollars right here. And for those who have experienced a live theme Star Pass before, it's basically only like $25, $30. So the fact that you're paying basically like $750 times 9 members is absolutely insane. But again, if you want to stay competitive, if you really want those high scores, you might have to do it. Honestly, if you're really good at this game and you've been playing forever and you're just trying to figure out what to spend your diamonds on, maybe this is the right option for you, because again, this actually affects your score. But I will stand true to the statement I've always been saying, is that I think having the live themes be key to your score is not really the best idea in my personal opinion. Alright, moving on into the next one, we do have a live theme package in Codename Secret ITZY. So same deal as the Twice one, where live themes, again, they affect your score. $750 per member, $250 in terms of diamonds. Again, just really expensive stuff. Even though ITZY only has 5 members, they were still looking at 1,250 diamonds, which is still pretty darn expensive. So just keep that in mind if you're trying to stay competitive. And in case you always wanted to check, or ever wanted to check, how much it actually contributes to your score, you can always hit the collection button and check out your live themes, and then check out the collection reward. And this is where you can see how much total score you're getting for the live themes you have. I only have 1 live theme, which is only the one Twice. I think it was the Set Me Free set, so I only get a bonus of 135,000. But if you have all of them, getting 1.68 million extra score is absolutely insane. That's basically like a quarter of a song tacked onto every single song that you do. So again, if you want to stay competitive, you're basically gonna have to get the live themes at some point. Alright, moving on into the next thing. So we do have a restock in WONPIL from Day 6's limited theme, Pilmography. So again, with the restocks on these, you don't really get a lot of the flair or anything like the A-grade card package, none of that stuff. It's basically just an R-grade card, and again, this is treated as kind of like a soloist set. So there are no guarantees. The limited period port reward is just going to be an R-grade card. So just like the Jihyo thing, except there's no card pack 30. So this is really if you want this card really bad, if you want to complete the set, if you want it to be your WONPIL like set, by all means, go for it. But it can be very expensive because, again, as a soloist, there are 3 cards and everything's random. Alright, moving on into the next thing. So there is going to be the Superstar JYP Nation 8th Anniversary Gift Booth. This is that thing that was going on for basically a month. These are all of the winners, so congratulations to everyone here. You won an actual physical prize, which is really interesting, but here it is. Shipping is only available to addresses in Korea. So I don't remember seeing that on the initial thing, but I always assume it's there. So I hope that if you are international, you're able to get your stuff somehow, whether it's using a caddy, whether it's having a friend that lives in Korea. But I really hope that everyone here is able to get their free stuff. So this is a list of all of the winners here, and then of course at the bottom, the point collect event winners who basically score the most amount of points. Congratulations to everyone on the list. All right, moving on into just a few other cleaning things before... Actually, no, we can move on into Superstar STAYC from here. So looking into Superstar STAYC, again, not too much going on. We do have a new limited theme in Give It To Me, which is the 4th song on the Metamorphic track list. So we're basically slowly making our way through the Metamorphic album. So let's go ahead and take a look at the theme. So the nice thing about STAYC is you can always take a look at the theme by tapping the banner icon from the homepage. So this is what the theme looks like as Prism. So it is going to be the figure set art, where it's basically like they're in that haunted mansion looking house. So if we go back to the events tab and check out the banner. So this is, again, a 6-membered group. STAYC has 6 members, so that means we get all the benefits of a 6-member group, where there is going to be an R grade card selector as the limited period point reward. Again, for Superstar STAYC specifically, because they have this starter package that gives you an automatic Prism, this is a really good package, and I do recommend it if you need to build a Prism Metamorphic set, because again, those Prism cards give you basically like an extra 10% in terms of score. But if you're just looking to collect the cards, by all means, just pick whichever pack you want. Don't worry about the Prism stuff. And then there are going to be just the standard packs here. Now, as you can see, I do have 4 points on the limited period point reward. I was just trying to test my luck, to be honest, to see if I can get one. But unfortunately, it didn't work out. But yeah, 6-membered group, limited period point reward is the R grade card selector. Really good for making sure you have all of the members. And that's basically all I have to say about that. But the mission event is unfortunately a really bad prize, where you only end up with a card pack 30, and that's basically like, I think, 240 diamonds worth of value, versus like the potentially like 1,500 to like 2,000 diamonds you might have to spend to actually get all of the cards in order to complete the mission event. So I really don't like when we just get this premium pack 30. I wish the reward was in like diamonds or something like usable, or like tickets towards getting a past wallpaper or something like that, something better than a card pack 30, because card pack 30s are so easy to come by in like star passes, in events. Like, they basically hand this out like candy for certain events. So unfortunately, not the best reward, but if you do like the theme, by all means, go for it. If you still need a Metamorphic set, by all means, go for it. I did pick up the ITZY Thang set, so that's basically what I'm using for all of my Metamorphic stuff. So let's go ahead and collect our 2 free cards here. First card we get is Sieun. Let's go. And then for our second card that we get for completing or getting the A grade card, we get Sieun. Let's go. Oh my gosh, this is great. All right, so those are our 2 free cards. Again, the nice thing about STAYC, Superstar STAYC, is that as you collect every single member as A grade or above, you do get a shot at a B grade card, which could be like a member that you don't have. Now, for both Superstar JYP and STAYC, remember that the B grade cards don't really help you complete the mission event unless you get 2 B grade cards of a member that you don't have as an A grade card, because then you can combine them to get an A grade card. Now, before, I used to say this was the only means of getting B grade cards, but I did find out relatively recently from the daily pack of luck, you are able to get those same cards as B grade potentially. So if we look at the drop rate and then go into the card pack of luck, which is like the daily thing, if I can find it, here it is. It does include the most recent sets. So you can potentially get like a B grade here, you can potentially get a C grade from here, but it is a new means of getting the B grade cards so that you can combine it with the ones that you get from the mission event. Alright, moving on to the next thing, we do have a restock in the Starter Young Culture limited theme, My Heart. Now, just like the other ones, limited period point reward, R grade card selector, that's because STAYC is a 6-membered group. However, you don't get the option for the starter package that gives you the automatic Prism for $7.50. It's basically just the diamonds packages and then the special package. So this is really if you want to collect the set, or if you're missing maybe like 1 Prism and then you're willing to spend the diamonds to get the R grade card selector. By all means, do what you need to do, because again, it's best to have like a Prism set of an entire set, rather than just having scattered prisms here and there. So if you're like 1 Prism card away, I could totally understand wanting to just get it right now and completing the set. Alright, moving on into the next thing, we do have the ITZY Thang winners announcement for those who win the signed album for the Metamorphic CD. So these are all the winners. Congratulations to everyone who made it on this list. One day I hope to be on this list, but I always have that fear, and it's right there in that 3rd bullet point. Shipping is only available to addresses in Korea, so again, just keep that in mind. Find a caddy, find a friend that lives in Korea, find someone who's maybe like a Go manager and can help you out. But I hope everyone who won the signed CD is able to get it. Alright, one last thing for Superstar STAYC before we move on to things for both games. Remember that it is going to be Sieun's birthday very, very soon on August 1st, so we do have the birthday shop that is open here. Again, if you want to pull from these are really just for fun because you really want to focus on getting Prism sets with everybody, but if you really like Sieun and you really want all of their cards or stuff like that, by all means, these are like fun little pulls to do here and there. So this one's only 70 diamonds. We'll do one just for fun, just to show y'all what we're able to get. So let's go here, buy. And again, it's all actually pretty good stuff. It's like limited themes, or there you go, Prism Pack, which is, I think it doesn't contain any limited themes. Nope, it contains limited themes. We found that out just now, and this is pretty darn good. This is really good. But just keep that in mind that it is going to be only for Sieun, so if you're building a Prism set, you still need everyone as a Prism card in order to make it super worth it and get the total value out of there. But this is pretty great. This is honestly pretty great. And I think the odds of that were like, what, 50%? Yeah, 50%. That's pretty good. So yeah, if you're collecting Sieun cards, by all means, that might be the way to go for you. Alright, moving on to things that affect both games. So just to recap on some stuff. So the first half of 2024 limited theme package, you do need, in case you wanted to get the A-grade card selector, you do need to buy this 8 times, and you can only buy a maximum of 5 per day. So you need at least 2 days of planning. In terms of what you can get, remember you can go to the drop rates page and then check it out here. And this basically shows you all the themes that you could possibly get on the bottom. Not this top one, but from here on out. So if we go here, so first half, R-grade card, these are the options here. So they don't include Metamorphic because Metamorphic was the latter half of 2024, but just keep that in mind. And then the other thing that affects both games, again, is this party aboard membership offers. By this point, if you haven't bought it, I really don't recommend buying it because you missed out on all of the diamonds that you had to accumulate daily, and then you'd only end up with basically at this point less than half of the value. So definitely don't recommend this as a last minute thing. But with that being said, kind of a basic video today. I hope that it ended up being a lot longer than I thought, but hopefully it was just a good summary for everybody, maybe some few tidbits here and there that are really helpful. But with that being said, that is the end of this video. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to leave a comment down below, and I'd be happy to answer when I have the time. Sorry, I totally forgot to mention something about the Sieun birthday event. So remember that once the mission event comes out, you do need to have a bunch of like Sieun cards ready to go to level up, because one of the missions is usually, they might change it, but usually it's to have like obtain A-grade cards of that member for specific sets. So in this particular case, I've got all these B-grade cards lined up, so that way when the mission event rolls around, I can just level them up and I'm ready to go. Because I remember when I was doing the J birthday event, I was really struggling to get all of the cards that I needed, so try and plan ahead if it's possible. But with that being said, that is the end of this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to leave a comment down below, and I'd be happy to answer when I have the time. That's all for now. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, until next time, take it easy.